Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we learned not to involve ourselves in combat tournaments anymore, because apparently you die a lot now. At least it happened twice in a row for us, and we have decided no more. So that is not going to continue to happen. Now, we are currently this kid. We are 0 years old. So that's a bit of a problem. Our regent kind of sucks in terms of aptitude. We should probably be on promote authority, but we're not going to get any bonus to domain limit right now. It's not great. We're going to need to work our way up. Now, I've already changed ourselves over to stewardship education because I feel like it's absolutely necessary here. We're not going to grant any titles out. This means that we're going to have some pretty major malices for a while. But hopefully we'll work through that. So, we're wildly above our domain limit, and that's going to be a problem, obviously. Now, we've got these factions, and the question is, what do we want to do about them? Well, it looks like nearly everyone is in this independence faction. Let's check to see if we can negotiate with anyone in here. We can negotiate with this guy. Absolutely do it. Anybody else? We may already have existing blood ties with some of these that we might be able to utilize, which would be great. We're not going to have much in terms of siblings to have as bargaining chips. We died super early last time. Age 17 was dropped on his head during a tournament wrestling match. And also the guy just before him, note, died after having his neck snapped. 22 June 314 in a tournament fistfight. So 3 years apart. Yikes. That is, shall we say, not ideal. Okay, so the duel is continuing here. May the best win. And we're going to proceed with it. We can't participate in this. But, I mean, we're 0 years old. None of this is surprising. We're just going to end this grand tournament. And we are not going to participate in any of these combat grand tournaments anymore. It's not going to happen. Period. Probably ever again. Even if Paradox changes it. It's probably never going to happen again. Fantastic. So the duel is happening. Whatever. A fine contest. Sure. A well-deserved win. Whatever. We're not qualifying for the horse race. I don't think we can qualify for the horse race. Yeah, we're not competing. So that doesn't matter. We could head to the tournament grounds, or we could just look to... Yeah, honestly, let's do this. I would like to potentially gain some additional prestige. That would be nice. But we do have this problem, right? I'm planning on just fighting this. So this is the leader of Burgundy. They can send their ultimatum in 2 months. Now it's 1 month. I'm going to raise all forces right on their capital. Yes, this is going to be expensive. I'm aware of this. So do we have any other factions likely to follow behind this? The answer is no. A lot of people are already imprisoned. Cool. We need this ruler to be a nice, long life, and it's a female ruler, for the record. So this is absolutely going to be fine. We're not going to have any combat issues. But let's just raise up our forces here. I'm just kind of waiting on men-at-arms at this point, but let's raise everything. Yes, I know we're negative financially. That is understood. No, it's too expensive. We need the cash that we've got right now. Yes, get out of my sight. Okay, this ransom is not acceptable. This ransom is not acceptable. Cool. So the recital is going to begin eventually. Somebody won the horse race. It doesn't matter who, to be honest. Fortune must favor him, indeed. So this rebellion is happening right now. We will not be threatened. We can manage things from here. The grand tournament can continue. We're going to rally the troops, and we're raising our forces here. I'm going to stop raising, though, and we're just going to siege down this person's capital. Yeah, they are currently here. I'm actually not sure if this is a male or a female ruler. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're just going to siege this down. That siege will be done in 40 days. With any luck, we'll capture them. Are they leading their army? No, they're still here. Fingers crossed. We're already at 8%, though, so that's good. Okay, the recital contest is happening. Sure. So I'm going to split off a combat force here. Something along the lines... I want the knights as well. Okay. Something along the lines of probably around 40k. And let's put somebody in charge here. This guy will do. I want to make sure that we have a siege leader here. Yes, you'll do. Cool. So ticking war score is currently against us. They've also attacked Crusader. So where is that? That is down over here, isn't it? Hang on. Where is Crusader? I'm pretty sure that's in North Africa. Okay, it's down over here. Yeah, I don't really care too much about that. That is reasonably fine. I want to head out over this way is where we have to go. Okay. Yep, ceremony is beginning. Whatever. This is fine. We don't really care about this tournament anymore. We could have chosen to not have the tournament happen anymore, but I wanted to just wrap it up. Okay. Perhaps a few words from this 1-year-old, given that we're the host. It actually brought us some acclaim. Okay. Remarkable. So I want to come up here and fight these guys. Absolutely. We do need a new steward, and that is going to be this guy. We also need a new spy master, and that is going to be this lady. Cool. So we need to catch this force and fight them. At least some of them. We're going to catch some of them here. Yeah, we caught the whole force. Perfect. So that's great. Is that going to stack wipe? It might. It is. That is beautiful. So that was worth 8%. Let's bring these guys elsewhere then. I'm wondering about maybe... Is there anyone threatening our capital? No, there is not. I'm wondering about down here. We can embark them. And that'll be fine for now. So we're working on these sieges. We're at 23% war score here. Excellent. So we're going to embark. That is going to be expensive. We are probably going to go into debt here quite soon. That is understood. And we're going to head to Forcalquier. That'll be fine. I did not pronounce that correctly. Definitely. And we're going to summon the physician here and say it's a waste of gold. We don't want to spend gold on things. That's for sure. So we're going to hop down over this way and look to fight this army as soon as we can. We'll summon the physician here as well. They all fail to impress me. I don't actually want to pay for a court physician. So we're going to employ somebody that's already in our court. It's going to be this guy. Okay, he's only average, but that's fine. So these guys are embarking right now. No, they all fail to impress me. But we're going to catch something here. Let's go in and see what we catch. We caught their whole army. Perfect. Well, this isn't their whole army. They have 121,000 additional troops, but something along these lines is fine. Okay, so this siege is progressing nicely. They are trying to land here, and that's going very poorly for them. Okay, beautiful. So we win this battle, and that's a stack wipe, but we didn't stack wipe these other units. We should probably walk back up this way. I don't want to embark, but just walk up this way. Just so that we're kind of nearby, up over here. Cool. So this siege is finished up, and let's head up over this direction. We find ourselves at 51% war score. Now at 47, they just finished a siege. Okay, Siege of Katata. That's okay. We're actually going to catch some units up here, potentially. I would love that if we caught this. It looks like we're going to. Beautiful. So we're going to fight this, no problem whatsoever there. So that's all stack wiping. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So next up, we need to grab something here. And what do we want? Well, we would like to have something that would end up reducing the odds of this sort of situation. Dread gain and natural dread would be interesting. Maybe going down octogenarians to increase our length of time we stay alive. Sure. Kind of an awkward time to do that, but whatever. So I don't think we need to be up over here anymore necessarily, now that we stack wiped that army. There are some forces grouping up down over this way, though. So that seems fine for now. This siege is over, and I want to head up here. We want to get all of this under control for the ticking. So that seems reasonably fine. We're making our way down this direction. looking to catch this force. Excellent. So let's chase them down. We're going to catch them here. Perfect. Now they are finishing up some sieges. That is not surprising, but none of these sieges are in our capital region, so it doesn't really matter. They've got some forces out over here. That's fine. We're just going to continue to get our own sieges done over here. So that looks good for now. All of this is stack wiping. Beautiful. Now, where do we want to send these forces? So they have these two sieges here. Where else are they sieged? This isn't them. Out here. We could arrive out here in 10 months. It will require an embarkation, and it'll be a very expensive embarkation. I suspect we don't need to do it. So instead, we're just going to head on up over this way. I do not want to embark. I want to walk up over to province. Let's get going on that. Let's wrap up these sieges for right now. I just want to get all of this under our control so that we can get ticking war score, ideally. Okay. So they're currently at 78,000 troops. We have done significant damage to them. Now, there is a potential other faction here. There's some populists. I'm not too concerned about populists. Okay, that seems fine. Let's wrap up these sieges. We've got a fair number of them left to do. Capping at 150. Okay. So they're actually a little bit ahead of us in terms of occupation. That's not necessarily surprising considering their number of troops. But we need to get this area completed. Yeah, the crime cannot go unpunished. We're just heading in over this way next. And these guys are going to arrive over here. We're going to split them up and start some slow sieges. We're up to 65% right now. Defender controls war target at this point. So ticking is on their side, isn't it? That's interesting. No, ticking is on our side. Hang on. Yeah, ticking's on our side at this point. Okay, so that sounds good. I'm going to split this unit in half. I'm going to split it again. And these guys... Oh, that didn't split. I'm going to split it again. These guys are going to go over here. While these are going to arrive up this way. Split again. And these units are going to go resupply. Cool. Now, we're going to hop down over here. We're at 57% right now, and we should probably think about going to deal with these. We can probably white piece this if we really wanted to. The question is, how important is white piecing to us? And at this moment, I think it's not super important. We're a year away from any populists firing, and that seems reasonably fine. We're at 64%. Ticking is on our side right now. They can only get 75% more war score from sieges. So that sounds good. Let's get all of this area put together. And then, of course, we're going to continue to siege up over here. I see that the HRE is apparently also fighting them. Okay, kind of awkward. Let's see if we can exit this war as soon as possible, though. Okay, we're going to head up over this direction. You guys can go start a slow siege here, and slow siege here. So it just became rowdy, which is, I think, not great for stewardship, but good for martial and intrigue. Okay. For now, that's reasonably fine. Oh, these guys aren't moving anywhere. They can come up over... Cool. So we're just starting these slow sieges, and we're going to have these guys head up over here next. There we go. We're at 80% right now. So that looks pretty solid. 80% war score is pretty good, all things considered. I mean, they can be sieging very, very rapidly, but they're kind of not. They're at 85, or they're at 106 now. They can only get another 44% from occupation, assuming that they're not attacking our capital, which they probably aren't. Although we may want to check that at some point. Let's double check that they're not right now. Yeah, they're not currently. So that sounds good. We're going to continue to work on Burgundy over here. Ticking is on our side. We've offset a huge amount of their progress with our ticking. So that's wonderful. I'm going to take these guys out over here. They're going to take a lot of attrition from that. That's interesting. Oh, they actually have to siege here. Yeah, that's fine. They can do that. We don't have anywhere else to siege over here other than this location. So we can just start walking over there, I guess, but there's not really a point because this is going to be done very quickly. Okay. I'm going to have these guys turn around and come fight this force if we can catch it. It'd be great if we could. I kind of doubt that we will, though. Wait. We're going to catch them here? Okay, so this is populists, and we're going to say no. The populists are going to rise up, but we're almost done with this other war. So this is fine for right now. We'll deal with the populists as soon as we can. So we're going to catch this army. That seems fine. We're going to siege here. This siege is going to wrap up very shortly. This siege is going to wrap up very shortly. Then we're going to go take this over. So they're at 143 right now from sieges. Noted. They can't get too much more. We're currently at 50 from defender controls war target. Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. We're going to come down here. We're at 85% at this moment. I'm going to group these guys up over here. Now, who all is actually in this? This is very, very localized. Okay, noted. Songhai, or rather Igbo Benyu, is a bit of a thing. Okay. For the time being, I'm not too concerned about the populists. I want to wrap up this independence war. The populist uprising is going to be a bit obnoxious, but we'll get there. Okay. The independence war is over. We're going to enforce those demands. They will accept that. Boom. Okay. So we just gained a bunch of legitimacy, and these guys are going to head down over here. They're going to group up. And what we want right now is to get a new marshal, which will be you. Looks good. Okay, so who all is actually in this Ashari uprising? Okay, so there's some people in Spain, and there's these guys down over here. Cool. We're going to head down over here and not have to embark. Note that we're now positive in our monthly income. That is excellent. Although we're going to have some issues with that still. But we need to head down over here and deal with these guys. Okay. This will be fine. We just need to actually do it. So we're going to group up down over here. We do have allies in this, apparently. That's good. We're delighted to have some allies here. And all of these guys are going to get grouped up as soon as they arrive. Now, obviously, we're overloading the supply limit here. This is not shocking. Okay. In we go. We're going to group these lads together, and I want to head down here. We'll arrive there in 6 months, but we are not going to be embarking. That's what we want. We do not want to embark. These guys down over here, they're just kind of going to exist for the moment. So they're working on getting all of this done. Yeah, that's fine for now. We could raise up some additional forces. I don't want to do that, though. There's some very nasty disease up over here. But these guys finished up their siege. They're going to start sieging here. Okay, seems good. We're going to go grab that. We need to start preventing them from being in this scenario, right? So we need to attack Zinzir is what we need to do at this moment. That is absolutely what needs to happen. We just lost our tax collector, and this guy needs to go in. That'll boost up our income. What's our Hogan situation? He is endorsing us. Okay. Noted. So that seems fine for now. We're going to come down here. We need a leader. We'll put this guy in. And we're going to arrive here in 30 days. Excellent. We're making a decent chunk of money at this point. And this seems solid. So the war leader here is this guy. He is located over here. That's absolutely noted. Okay, so we're going to stack wipe this, and apparently we're sieging this fort. Okay. That's interesting. Seems fine. Let's split off a siege fort force at this point. I want to get a fighting force here. So I'm going to split these guys off. We're going to leave around 20k here, led by this guy. And I want you guys to head on down over here. Now, that is going to embark. Is this the path that we actually want to take? It's only 1 attrition. You know what? I'm okay with it. Okay. So this seems reasonably fine for right now. These guys are fighting up over here. That's good. We're going to get this flipped over to us. And I want to start sieging down towards the capital of the Kingdom of Zenzir. So that'll be fine. This will cost us 223 gold to embark, but we are positive in our cash flow right now. So that seems good. We just need to get up to, we're at 28% right now. We need to get up to 50% so that they can't get us from occupation. Okay, so we're going to need to come siege down over this way. Absolutely. We're currently at 32%. So we need a little bit more war score from sieges. And these guys are going to sail on around over here. And this is going to be a very easy fight for us. Hopefully we'll capture the leader and we'll do a lot of damage to them. So that seems good. I want to go siege Zenzir. We're absolutely going to do that. We're at -5 right now. We're at 46% war score. So this is going very well. We're going to have this under control shortly. It's not going to be mathematically possible for them to win very soon. Let's actually disembark slightly differently than this. Yeah, let's disembark here. And I'm wondering about supply limits. So we can come back over this way and resupply quickly. But I kind of want to fight this force. We're recently disembarked for how much longer? 27 days? Okay. I'm just going to sit here until we're no longer recently disembarked. So about 10 days? Yeah, we can go in now and we'll no longer be recently disembarked. They're going to have a numerical advantage on us from these guys. We'll see if that ends up actually winning for them. Yeah, that's a numerical advantage. We should resupply. Okay, we're going to retreat here. And the question is, where are they going to follow us to? They are following. Okay, so I'm wondering, can we drop a rally point here and bait them into fighting a holy order like this one? We can't actually afford to hire that. We could hire some mercs just to boost us up a bit. It's more our supplies than anything that's a problem here. But we could hire, say, these 2 units and do something like this. Now, we could try to get out of here, making our way up into the hills. But they're going to fight us here. That's reasonably fine. We do have some amount of supply at this point, but we just need to whittle them down at this point. So we're done up over here. I want to siege here. That battle was worth how much? 2%? Okay. We just need to roll slightly better, and we're doing it here. Beautiful. So that is exactly what we needed, although I'm not sure that we have the numbers to pull this off, but it's going reasonably well still. This is a very, very tight battle, though. No doubt about that. Incredibly, incredibly tight. But they don't have the quality to deal with it. So we just got Ermine Cloaks, and we actually captured their leader from that battle. That stack wiped. That's amazing. So the war's over. We'll disband our armies. That's wonderful. Yes, it was incredibly expensive, but we held it together. That's kind of huge. We can restore accolades, which we definitely should do, and we're going to have to work on coming out of debt here. No doubt about that. Debt is a problem. So, yes, we accept any ransoms where they are not our vassal. Yes, that does leave a lot of money on the table. I'm aware of that, but I don't want them causing other issues. Okay. This is our vassal here, so no. But this is acceptable. That's 10 gold. Beautiful. We just got a worthiest of the champions candidate, and let's definitely... Oh, we have no accolades right now. Okay, so we should appoint this guy as the worthiest of the champions. Now, I don't want to create new accolades. I want to restore our existing ones. So the most expert of the Mel Spears, we can put... Ooh, this guy's skill 26. Hang on. We would need to pay to recruit him to court. Okay, let's come back to that. The Scorpion of Kong North, we can put this guy in. And then we can get a successor later. So that's reasonably fine for right now. We could seek a worthy accolade successor here. And then as far as this goes, I would love to get this guy into our court. We could grant him a title, I suppose. But what title would we grant him? Yeah, we're not going to do that. So instead, we must stop the villain behind this. Yes. 45 gold is fine. I'd like to come out of gold or come out of debt very, very quickly here. So let's just go through this. And we're going to ransom any of these that are not currently our vassal. Oh, that was our vassal. I don't want to ransom vassals. I just want to come out of debt here. We've got a lot of prisoners that we can ransom. You're currently working on another one. That's fine. Yes, 100 gold here. This is a lot of gold that we're going to get out of this. So that looks good. Yes, 100 gold for this guy. And then 20 gold here. And then these are all vassals. So we're going to have to wait until they accept these. That's a lot of gold pouring in. Looks good. Okay, this ransom is also acceptable. And what do we have going on here? So this is a mayor. I'm fine with mayors. Mayors are okay. So we'll ransom mayors and any others here. Yes, there are a few, but some of these are the same person. And so we can't actually demand it from the same person multiple times. So we'll get additional gold flowing in here. Minus 1470. Looks reasonably solid. An additional 20 gold here. We need a new steward. That is going to be this guy. He's very angry at us. Mostly due to our domain limit. Our domain limit is going to cause us some serious problems. No doubt about that. But that's okay. We have a new Hogan. That's not ideal. He's only skill 12. We need a new Chancellor as well. So we'll put this guy in. This ransom is acceptable. And what else do we have here? Well, we've got this prisoner. We've got a number of prisoners here. But a lot of these are from the same respondent, which is very, very sad. Okay. 100 gold here. This is not our vassal. That's acceptable. This is our vassal, which we're not going to accept. So we're still a number of months at this point away from getting our income positive. But we're on the right track. Absolutely. This is a vassal here, so no, we decline that. This is a vassal, no. What else do we have? We've got these two. Okay. Just waiting for that other one to come back in, and now we can do this one. Perfect. And this is a vassal, so no, we decline. This guy is fine. We'll take 20 gold. We've managed to dig our way most of the way out of that debt, but we're not quite there yet. Okay. What is this? Yes, 10 gold. We will take that. Sounds good. I would love to get our Hogan swayed a little bit more, but there's not really much we can do. We are currently 5 years old, so there's that. This guy is our prisoner, but he's going to give us 100 gold. He's not a vassal, so that's completely fine. We'll let him go. Okay, we found a successor for the worthiest of the champions. Let's hop in over here and appoint that successor. So Zero does not serve as a knight, skill 9. That is this guy. So I'll appoint you. Fantastic. And next up would be the Scorpion of Kong North. Both of these we would have to pay to recruit, so we're not ready to do that yet. We just need to get through this gold a little bit. 10 gold, sounds good, and 20 gold, amazing. We'll take it. So we're about 2 months away right now. Yes, this is acceptable. This is good. And this is a vassal, so we're going to say no. Okay, wonderful. Who is this guy? He's our vassal. He's my rightful prisoner. Okay. I just want to come out of debt here. We're so close right now. We are 1 month away from coming out of debt, and that is phenomenal. We managed to hold things together. Primogeniture made things so much easier, no doubt about that. And we're now officially out of debt. So I want to go into our champions and accolades, and I want to restore the most expert of the Melspears. I want to recruit this guy to our court. He is skill 26, which is a very, very high skill. We're going to force him to serve as a knight, and we're going to appoint him as the most expert of the Melspears. Now, there's also the bearer of the Emperor's Mace, which he was actually eligible to do, I noticed. That's interesting. But for now, this will have to do. We can't restore Bearer of the Emperor's Mace. We probably should have made him be the Emperor's Mace, but I think we couldn't have had then the most expert of... No, we did have somebody. We should have done it that way. Oh, well. We'll get that restored soon enough. We're out of debt, Realm is back together, and we are ready to continue to spread. It is, however, past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work on coming of age and hopefully getting our domain limit up a little bit because, yikes. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.